Have you ever looked at Africa's architecture or Africa's skyline and say to yourself, what the hell is this? Why is African architecture so unappealing? The world has made significant progress over the years, but this progress seems to apply primarily to Europe, East Asia, and other regions outside Black Africa. When we see cities like New York, Toronto, London, Paris, Berlin, Seoul, Tokyo, Shanghai, Auckland, and Sydney on our screens, we often marvel at their impressive architecture. Each building has been meticulously designed by architects and constructed to last for generations, contributing to the city's identity. In contrast, African architecture often appears as if designed by a young child throwing a tantrum. Seriously, what is this? What about that one over there? Or this one right here? Structures built in Europe, the USA, Canada, or Japan hundreds of years ago tend to look more modern and aesthetically pleasing than those constructed in Nigeria, Ghana, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and other Black African countries in recent years. When Black Africans look at their skylines, do they feel a sense of shame? Buildings in Black Africa frequently seem on the verge of collapse. Most structures in cities like Lagos, Accra, Douala, Kampala, Kinshasa, Dakar, or Gaborone are less than 25 years old, yet they often appear old, dirty, unattractive, and poorly designed, unlike buildings in London, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam, or Moscow that date back centuries. Most buildings in Black Africa that are over 100 years old were constructed by Europeans and still look newer, straighter, and more solid than those built by Black Africans after European colonizations. The few structures in Black Africa that look relatively beautiful or standardized were often built by Chinese or European companies. One wonders, even in 2026, there is still a struggle with basic construction techniques involving cement and steel. How could there be such a lack of progress in designing and maintaining cities to resemble at least modern urban environment instead of something reminiscent of Stone Age Europe? No country perhaps highlights the challenges faced by Black people more than Nigeria. The linguistic decline is evident. Many Nigerians under 30 primarily speak a Nigerian variant of English as their first language. Over the past 40 years, proficiency in indigenous languages has declined significantly. This is simply outstanding how people can let themselves down. The English they adopt often resembles a blend with their local dialect, making it difficult for native English speakers to understand them. As a result, many Nigerians find themselves linguistically handicapped, unable to communicate effectively in either English or their native tongues. In the 70s, Nigerians proposed building a brand new capital city in the heart of the country. Of course, they can't build a simple 50-meter bridge, so a Japanese architect was hired. He then designed it, and the German company Julius Berger built it. The city opened in 1991, which is just 35 years ago. My friends, go back to Abuja and see what Nigerians have turned the place into. It is an open urinal where they urinate everywhere, even in the heart of the city. All the bus stops, architecture, pavements, and everything are now destroyed and resemble a pigsty. Abuja is the perfect example of why Black Africans are a danger to themselves. Sports, oh yeah, that's one arena where Black people tend to thrive. But outside football and long-distance running, Black Africans win nothing at the Olympics or in sport. The only reason Black Africans excel at these sports is that they require no infrastructure or maintenance. If running required solid infrastructure, Black Africans would not even feature in the event. Every football stadium on the continent was built by the Chinese or Europeans, and as soon as the stadium is completed, come back a few months, it is turned into a bush. In contrast, African American and Black people in the Western Hemisphere tend to excel in a broader range of sports because they have access to better facilities in those countries. If Black Africans were given the same opportunities and resources, they'd smash the medal record. Anything that requires the brain and infrastructure to excel at, Black people often face significant challenges. They live and thrive in chaos. Most won't even understand what I'm trying to say. Nigeria possesses substantial crude oil reserves but relies on fuel import from Europe and the US because 4 of the refineries are moribund due to a lack of maintenance. For over 30 years, the expenses associated with maintaining these 4 non-operational refineries exceeded the cost of building 2 brand new ones. This level of foolishness would smash the history books of those who'd learn about it in a few hundred years. Actually, I withdraw that statement. It wouldn't, because Africa would still be backwards to justify them. Every Black person believes in some capacity that the white man is racist and contributed to Africa's underdevelopment. But then I ask, how do you underdevelop a place that was never developed? Black Africa is simply being itself. The pockets of vestiges of European or Western-looking infrastructure you see in Black Africa today are upgrades of structures which Europeans left for them. They don't understand or possess the know-how to industrialize. They are tribal people who thrive in a tribal setting. It's either you let them go back to their tribal world or admit that Black Africa has overachieved for a people who transitioned directly from the Stone to the Bronze Age. It took thousands of years for Europeans to make that same transition. If Black Africans perfect this process in the next 300 to 500 years, it would indeed be an impressive accomplishment. But that is a if for people who are urinating in public in 2026. Frankly, at this moment and time, Black Africa is simply going round in circles, destroying everything it lays its hands on. If you think we're wrong, if you think we missed anything, please leave them in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.